Welcome back to the channel, Underwater Astronauts. My name is Jamison, and in this guide, we'll be going over the most common spawn locations for the Snowfrock's vehicle fragments, along with a quick and simple way to find them if you're one of the few unlucky players who map decides to spawn them in an alternate location. With that intro out of the way, let's get on with this video. So, just like every other Below Zero guide, we'll be starting off here at the base of Iceberg Island. Those are the coordinates in brackets for anyone wanting to use console commands. And as for everybody else who wants to find this traditional way, start off at your drop pod. Your drop pod will spawn in one of 3 locations, and from there it's simply a matter of heading north for anywhere between 150 to 350 meters, and keep your eyes out for ice shelves and spy penguins. Penguins, not the spy ones, they're the robots. But head in the direction of the ice shelves and the penguins in the north from your drop pod for those distances I mentioned, and eventually you'll find Iceberg Island. And once you're here, you're going to want to hop in a sea truck. Once we're in our sea truck underneath Iceberg Island, we're going to proceed to head directly between south and southwest for about 1 kilometer until we reach the Glacial Bay. From there, we're going to walk through the Glacial Basin and start looking for the fragments that spawn in the Glacial Basin and around the fire robotics area. And as for the gear you'll need for the water half, you'll just need a sea truck and the ability not to blow it up. And as for the land portion, since we are exploring, you're going to have to take a cold suit or a bunch of fever peppers or a thermos, or walk around in a prawn suit so you don't freeze to death whilst exploring. And of course, the most important part next to surviving is you're going to need a scanner. So with that being said, sea truck for the water, scanner, and a cold suit or a lot of thermoses for the land. And now, you shouldn't run into any snow stalkers whilst you're on land, but if you are paranoid about running into them and don't trust me, take some flares because they will keep them away from you. Other than that, it's a very simple, smooth sailing. And also guys, like I said in the introduction, if you're one of the few unlucky players whose map decides to not use the generic spawn locations, I have a trick to make it easier to get them, and I'll show you that at the end. As you can see, we're at the eye jellies, we're about halfway. I like to surface once I'm next to this precursor tentacle. It really reminds me of bloody Doc Ock's arms from the second Spider-Man movie, the original one with Tobey Maguire. But we're going to surface. If you're having a good weather day, you'll see the dock from here. I'll always see the dock because I've just turned off the weather, so you have a clear view of what we're doing for the guide. If you want to do that on PC, just hit your squiggly line, get the console commands up and type in weather, and it will turn it off. But that being said, we're going to come up on the left of this dock here. Hop on out. And as soon as we're out, you're going to want to watch that temperature gauge because it will start dropping fast. Those geysers will keep you warm if you stand on them. But we're going to walk through this canyon towards fire robotics, because the first fragment we're going to want is hidden in that cave. And it spawns there in every save. It is the only guaranteed Snowfox fragment that will not change location. But anyway, we've gone right, you come into this second half of the canyon, turn left into this cave here. If you find yourself getting cold, eat the fever peppers on the left there. Keep on running. God, I'm looking forward to the next lot of guides, guys, because I'll be using that Snowfox. But you're going to want to run on in the cave here. Make sure this doesn't fall down and kill you. Hook a left. And then go into the main compartment here, I guess. And on this desk here is the first fragment that will always spawn. I've done a lot of saves and it's never not been here, but it does vary everywhere else. As you can see, it's a 3-part scan. We just got one. If you haven't already, scan that there. That'll give you the hover pad for the Snowfox to build it. It's like the vehicle bay in original Subnautica. And from here, we're going to run up this ledge here. Turn left. Now, I know they can not spawn up here, but I usually get a piece to spawn up here. Sometimes they get spawned inside the boulders, so you can't actually see them. And other times they spawn way out in the distance, like this one here. That's fragment number 2. And if you've only got the one up here, or none, the next place to go is back down this ledge to where that ladder was. You can see it in the distance there. Keep on running, keep on running. Keep on running, running, running. Instead of swimming, get it? And then usually, half the time, another fragment will spawn here. However, if it didn't, or you're missing a few fragments, here is the trick to have a good time. Build yourself a scanner base. Tell it to scan for fragments and put a singular microchip in your HUD. You only need the standard scanner room, you don't need an extended range. But once you build it, like I said, run on in.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Tell it you would like to look for fragments. It's not specific on what fragments it will tell you about, but this part of the Glacial Basin is prone for them, so just let it scan. And like I said, that HUD chip will show you where to find the fragments. And don't fall down the cliff like I did. But you'll be right. But just trust your instincts. Don't fall down this cave. But like I said, it will show you all the different scanner places, and you'll find Snow Fox fragments regardless. Just like that, Snow Fox unlocked. So as you can see, even falling down a hole can work out in your favour if you're using a scanner room. But that's that, guys. That's the 3 most common places to find the Snow Fox fragments, and a bonus way to find them if you don't get the generic spawn locations. Anyway, with that being said, time to conclude this long-ass video. So, if you liked it, like it. If you didn't like it, by all means dislike it. And if you'd like to leave some feedback on this video, a suggestion for a future one, or just want to say g'day, drop me a comment down below. And if you'd really like to help myself and the channel out, please don't be a stranger. Consider checking out some of my other content, and while you're there, also consider smashing that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Once again, my name is Jamison, and I'll see you all in the next video. Hopefully I won't still be stuck in this cave. Anyway, bye for now.